Hey, this is Sean O'Shaughnessy from Inferious.
This is Drew from Inferious.
And this is our van. We don't really have a name for it. It's been called all kinds of things, but no official name. It's gotten us through. I bought this off a church in like Xenia, Ohio, and they didn't know what they were getting into, and got this, and it's lasted us pretty long. So far the tour's 25 days long, but we're like 3 or 4 days in.
Yeah, we're pretty early in the tour still. So yeah, I mean we've done a few tours in this, no issues. It's actually a pretty reliable thing here. So
we're catching it in kind of a clean state more than usual.
You're seeing the beginnings of the trash.
Yeah, you'll see like they'll be like later, like was there any evidence, and this is that evidence.
Before and after might be necessary.
Yeah. Right on. So I do most of the day driving. I think it's shared between Junior and I most of the time, but we kind of, unfortunately for Gabe, forced him to do the night driving because he's kind of a night creature. He's working third sometimes, or at least we tell ourselves that so we don't feel as bad making him drive.
He's also the youngest. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. The last time we drove from Ohio to Texas, and he did all the overnight driving, and I woke up at like 6, 7 a.m. when he was done, and he looked like a Vietnam War veteran, like there's PTSD, like
very POW, yeah.
And he like stayed awake like that for a couple hours before finally like actually getting sleep. And so we're doing that to him every night.
Yeah, that's a pattern behavior.
Yeah. And so around us, you'll see various like energy drinks. I'm more of a Red Bull guy, but James back here, he was driving a little early. He's a NOS kind of guy, and so is Gabe.
That's actually Gabe.
Oh, that's Gabe. Gabe is a NOS fiend.
Yeah, look at this. This is like a battery. This is like this charges him up.
It tastes like a battery too.
I bet. Probably zings like it,
Yeah. And we got this new, Apple CarPlay because there are no Androids in here. Radio, and this is kind of an upgrade from before. It was the tape decks, and it was just bad Morbid Angel cassettes that kind of warble halfway through, and you just get dealt with it. Now you get options, and you can see the maps. It's a little too convenient, honestly. We don't deserve the nice things that we get.
Definitely don't.
I've got a switch up here for when I'm feeling like being a distracted driver, or in stop traffic, whip that out. We got double-sided tape and gaff tape for when things just need gaff. Sometimes a little draft, I'm like, let's just gaff it, no draft.
Gaff the draft, dude.
Gloves just in case. Mysterious flower.
I only sleep upright in this seat for some reason. It's like the only time I get good sleep in the van. So this guy, he threw away my old one. He claims he didn't.
It's lost.
It's not here. Okay, so I had to buy a new one. All right, so this is the only way I get sleep. This guy right here, just right here, you see me conked right there. Of course, gotta have the beard brush, Monster lanyard. If you want a little sponsorship, trying to unleash the beast in Inferious. You know what I mean?
Now he's my co-captain in the captain's chair here, but my man don't drive.
I do not.
But he's my eyes on the road. I'll be like just staring off because of ADHD, and he told me like, watch out for that dog, and there's an actual dog in the street, and I stopped in time.
You'd almost hit a dog. Might not want to put that in there. We love animals. Inferious is for the animals.
With the dogs in us, dogs out there.
I'm a vegetarian, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I love animals.
Yeah, entertainment-wise, we kind of let whoever grabs the the ox take control. We usually trust each other to play some hits. It has anything from Creed and like all the other trashy anthems, all the way to like 90s R&B. Podcasts. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin y'all with some podcasts eventually because I listen to it on 2x speed because I'm an animal.
It's true.
But there's no there's an unspoken just understanding of how it works. We don't even know what that rule is, but it's so far it's worked out.
Yeah, James gets a couple blue moons in him, and we're listening to Alan Jackson the rest of the night. So that happened last night.
We're living like we're dying now. All right, so here's these animals. We kind of rotate some of the benches in the back because we have more benches than people right now, which is a good problem to have. I'm using the way back now. These two benches are safe in the sense that they've been in this van their entire life. The back two benches, I used to use it as storage instead of a trailer, and so sometimes I leave them out outside, and I tell myself I'll let them outside for a day, and then a month will go by, maybe a year will go by, and then I put them back in, and that's not a good idea. One tour I did that and didn't tell anybody, and then as we're driving, spiders everywhere.
Whole infestation.
Yeah, like 100. Like every day, just spider. And my man is terrified of spiders. Most people are.
I don't do well.
I think he sees one and we have to stop the van. He jumps out, has a conniption. I have to like hunt and find this fucking little spider.
I did get used to it though. I adapted a little bit.
Yeah, they're little friends now.
Yep.
So most of these benches are safe. The very back one is the one that's the worst that I've been sleeping on because it's long and I'm kind of long. And so it kind of smells like, rain and earth. And I'm trying to get that off of me, but no one's mentioned anything yet because I kind of covered up with whatever good smelling stuff I got. But I think they all are catching on. Right now we got James, our photographer. He came in clutch and came in last minute because we had to panic and get somebody, and he came in clutch.
Yeah. Really, what gets me through touring on a regular day-to-day basis. Obviously, Red Bull, can't ever go without it. Drew, he's sponsored by Monster. I'm obviously sponsored by Busch Light. You know, Creed, Alan Jackson, George Strait, you know, cornhole on Sundays, you can't really fucking beat it. We got some swishers, we got some cones, you know, just the essentials. But the number one thing that we have right here is a lovely little flag that says, you just don't mess with freedom. And that, I would say, is the complete energy of this van and this tour as a whole. Because we'll put a fucking boot in your ass. How about you like that? So these hangers obviously coming in clutch. We don't have cup holders back here, so we got these nifty little nets. They got the hand sanitizer, trash bags, you know, Little Trees, black ice. Can't fucking go wrong with them. You know, just everything all around. We try to keep everything as fluent and cohesive as possible. And you know what? If you ever tour in a van, get some of these. They will definitely save your fucking life.
Hey, what's up? I'm Junior. I pretty much like taken over this bench in the van. We got a whole bunch of snacks here. Hot, spicy Cheez-Its. Stuff to make like peanut butter and jelly.
No, tell them the sandwich you actually
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll dip peanut butter and jelly in cold canned chili. That's the classic here.
I opened it yesterday, and this man over here starts gagging.
I literally vomited. I vomited. It was so gross, dude. It smells like dog food and peanut butter.
To touch base on the spiders, I accidentally opened up this light cover earlier, and a whole bunch of dead spiders fell onto this nice mattress pad. Luckily, they were dead, so I just like picked them up each one by one and threw them out. Yeah, I hang my towel up over here to dry. Sometimes it gets me wet. I grabbed this at Walmart. It was like 12 bucks. It just kind of makes my sleeping situation a little bit better. Got a couple pillows too. Also rock the neck pillow. Can't go wrong. That's pretty much it.
Yo, it's Gabe. So this is my bench. I pretty much nap here when I'm not driving at night, you know. You got the Gengar blanket, you know what I mean, right here. Cause I'm on that nerd shit, you know what I mean. Let's see here. As far as snacks go, I got me some muffins. You gotta go with the OG Cheetos, you know what I mean? Fuck the puppy shit. You know, let's see here. There's a snack that is a Gabe staple, and that is these Sour Punch straws. Tour is not tour without these guys, I can tell you right now. These and that big ass can of Nos that you saw up there, that's all me, baby. That's how I run. Sometimes when I'm not sleeping, you know, I'll be playing Switch back here, you know, I got it packed up in here, or I'm drawing. But mainly during the day I'm like sleeping. By the time I get to the venue, that's when it's wake up time, and then I'm awake for most of the night because I'm a creature. But yeah, I be chilling back here.
And I always forget which direction, so I go kind of one and hope I get it right. Nailed it. So this part's not too crazy. Got a little tree, just so from front to back we're smelling like the trash we are. And then got a little, got a nickel or penny board. Oh, these are my Pop Tarts. I kind of did that. I got the Snyder's hot buffalo wings. These taste pretty banging. Got the mixture of Pop Tarts. There were some liquid IV somewhere, bottles of water, and this is the bench that has seen some things. It's kind of cast away, like out there screaming for Wilson in my parking lot. But I got this sleeping bag up here from Josh Gomez. He toured us last tour, and he left it here because he was flying out and he couldn't figure out how to pack everything back in there. So I've assumed its ownership. And then if I kind of like, there's the dirt and grime as I'm laying around, kind of gets all my fingers, you know, adds a little bit of a organic smell, like the patchouli of sorts. I smell like I'm one with nature, but not by choice.
You do look like a hippie. You might as well smell like
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Completes the image. Got some various tools and stuff, like as if that jack's gonna help me with this big ass whip. It's not gonna do anything, but I got there just in case, like, AAA's not gonna make it, let's hit that. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. Got plenty of gaff tape, because over time of loading gear in and out, just had to kind of piece it back together because the plastic tabs break, but I do my best. These speakers are right by where I sleep, and so sometimes they're bumping. What were they playing? It was Scatman. They played Scatman at like full blast. But I'm like trying to sleep. I'm screaming, please turn it down, but I can't scream above Scatman and have them hear me in the front, so I'm just being
We heard
punished.
it. We just didn't care.
What?
Can't forget about Ram Ranch.
Oh yeah, too much Ram Ranch. I don't mess with Ram Ranch too much. That one's oral pain.
Some of us aren't built right.
Yeah. I wish there was more to it back here, but that's kind of that. Got this oversized hitch and rig from U-Haul. Little tour secret. I called them up and asked for a discount. They hooked me up. I said, hey, I can't afford all of this money. They're like, we got you. I'm like, bet. Thanks, U-Haul. So they shaved some bucks off, and that was pretty cool. And so I got this big 6x12 thinking, every tour we get too small a trailer like crammed in there. I didn't really do the mental math of like the geometry and the physics involved with cubic sizes changing. The 6x12 trailer is huge, which is sick, but bigger than we thought, so we're just kind of at the puzzle pieces in there, and I'd rather have too big than too small.
It's humongous. Like, we have to lay all of our gear flat for it to not run around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is Inferious again, and we're stoked to be here, and so far we're having fun on tour, and Drew, you got anything to add?
Well, I mean, listen to Inferious. We're streaming on all platforms, all socials, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can find people, music, places, and things. Go ahead and check us out. Thanks for having us on Digital Tour Bus. We'll see you later.